Hello everybody, welcome to a special episode. We are here at Kings Island in Cincinnati. Why am I getting wet all of a sudden? All of a sudden I got sprayed. And apparently they're having their 50th golden celebration, which I didn't know about. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means it's their 50-year anniversary or if it's a 50-year anniversary for a particular ride. So we'll check it out. We'll try to find like a guidebook or a map. I don't know. But also today is apparently Coaster Stock. A special like coaster event, so it's like super crowded. It's like people from all over the world are here today. But Kings Island is an awesome roller coaster theme park, and I haven't been here in a few years, so I am so excited to be here. So it's going to be a fun time. So come along with us and let's explore it together. Wow, it is so weird to be back here at Kings Island. We haven't been here in a long time. We grew up here, so it's like so weird to be back here. But it's pretty cool, and of course, the very first stop we had to make was, once again, I feel like we're back at Disney because we stopped at Starbucks like as soon as we got here.
Even though I bought the drink pass, so I could have got a drink for free, but
yeah.
I felt like
gets a free drink and then still goes and stops at Starbucks and pays $10 for the drink. Awesome. But yeah, we're on Main Street here. I don't know, is that what it's called, Main Street?
I don't know.
I'm just going to call it, basically this is Disney, this is Kings Island's version of Disney's Main Street behind me. It's got a cute little fountain area here. But this is a cool place. I mean, it used to be Kings Island, and then it got purchased by Paramount, so then it was Paramount's Kings Island. And then they renamed all the roller coasters here after like movies.
Yeah.
So like there's a ride here that's called the Bat now that used to be called Top Gun. And then there was like Face Off and I don't know, a bunch of other stuff.
And we still call them the old names.
Yeah, I still kind of call them the old names, but
I definitely do.
then Paramount, then it got bought by Cedar Fair, who owns Cedar Point. So then they had to rename them all again to something that weren't movies. So now they're all kind of back to like the original names or different names. So I don't know. Let's go check out. I mean, the iconic thing of this park when you first walk in is the replica of the Eiffel Tower. And I believe this Eiffel Tower is 1/3 the scale exactly of the real Eiffel Tower. So check it out. Now you can actually go. Wow, it's really windy, so I don't know how well this is going to pick up, but you can actually go up to the very top of the Eiffel Tower here. And it's a pretty good look. Maybe we'll go up there and take a look around.
Yeah.
But this is Main Street right here. And there's like all kind of food places, shops, places to grab snacks. You got Annie Ann's right there, so I don't know. Where do you want to go? Let's head over to a ride. Let's go ride something. Now that fountain back there that I showed on the Main Street area, actually during the winter, it freezes over and it actually turns into a giant ice skating rink. And it's called Winterfest. Now they used to have something called Winterfest here. Then they got rid of it for a long time, but then they actually brought Winterfest back a couple of years ago, so everybody was like super happy and excited about it. But they also do have a Halloween haunt here. It's called the Haunt.
Yeah.
It used to be called Fear Fest, but it's very similar to Halloween Horror Nights in Universal. But better, honestly. I mean, no offense to Universal Studios, but the Haunt here at Kings Island is one of the best Halloween events in the country. In fact, I believe it won Best Theme Park Halloween Event or whatever last year out of all the ones that exist. So we're going to probably try and come here during Halloween this year and get some footage of it so we can kind of show, like we grew up with this haunt here. So when we went to Halloween Horror Nights for the first time because we heard how amazing it was, we were kind of like, is this it?
Yeah.
Really? Because the haunt is way better than this. So we will compare the two. We'll come back here during the haunt. We'll do a video of it. We'll do another video of Halloween Horror Nights now that COVID is going to be gone and we get to see the full Halloween Horror Nights. And we'll do like a legit comparison and we'll let you decide for yourselves which one you think is better. We stopped in a refreshment port here. And this is where we're going to get our free refills. There's a bunch of these throughout the park, so we bought the drink pass. So we scan our pass and then we get a cup. So there's 2 different options for the refill pass here. So you can get a refillable bottle here, and you can get a refill once every 15 minutes. It holds a pretty good amount, or you can do the program where they give you a cup every time you come. We usually do the cup even though it doesn't hold as much, but still every 15 minutes because I don't like to carry around a bottle. So we just get a cup every time we come in, get a drink. So we're going to try it. And it looks like they have freestyle machines here too, so that's cool. And off we go. Only took about a minute. And the freestyle machines, I love freestyle machines. I can get exactly what I want. I got Fanta Zero Cherry. It's probably one of my favorite drinks that they have. We made our way over to the left side of the park if you're looking at the map. And this is called, sort of referred to as the Coney Island area of the park. And I think Coney Island is reminiscent of Coney Island in New York. And there's also an actual huge water park here called Coney Island. I don't know which came first, but I mean, this is what they called this Coney Island because, I believe because of Coney Island in New York. There's one of the original roller coasters called the Racer, the wooden coaster there. In the background, I believe that's Orion. We've never ridden that. I want to try and get a ride on that. It looks pretty fun. But there's a couple of roller coasters over here, it looks like, and a lot of like carnival games and things as well. This subway back here brings back memories for me because this used to be an ice cream and a cotton candy place called Sweet Tooth back when I was in high school, and that was my first job that I ever had, was right there serving up ice cream cones. I still remember a vanilla or chocolate or zebra cone was $1.06, $1.06 for a very large zebra cone, and then it was $2.12 for 2 of them, and $3.18. I mean, I had all the math, was pretty simple. And then there was a cotton candy, which was that little side thing over there as well. So I made cotton candy. So I actually got really good at serving up ice cream, making cotton candy. But I mean, I remember that cotton candy room was hot. And what used to bother me is that I was making the same amount of money doing all that work in the burning heat, serving up ice cream. By the way, we were never allowed to eat any of the ice cream or cotton candy. They did not allow that at all. But that's But what would bother me the most is that I was making the same amount of money as all the people that were sitting here at the carnival games. So if you see the carnival games there, carnival games over there behind me, they would literally, especially on slow days, they would just sit there and lay down, like literally like this. Like I'm gonna lay down on like the shelves, you know, like where you would like pay and, you know, get the balls and things. They would lay down like this and put the microphone to their mouths, and they would just start saying like, come on over here and play the games, guys, please come on over here and play the games. This was their job. They literally would just lay there and talk on the intercom. So I used to be so jealous that I didn't get to be in games because I felt like they got to do, like they didn't have to do hardly anything, and I was slaving away in the heat, burning alive. The cotton candy machines would get so hot that the plastic gloves that we actually had to wear while making the cotton candy would melt onto your hand. Like physically melt onto your hand. It had to be like peeled off. You had to change your gloves like every 15 minutes. It was rough. And all these people were just laying around, doing games. I was kind of sick about that. I'm not holding a grudge or anything. Really, I'm not. All right, so I'm a pretty decent basketball player. I mean, I'm not great, but I'm pretty decent. And these games here, I can hardly ever get them in here. Like, I'd probably spend like $50 just to get a stuffed animal. My dad, literally, I mean, almost every time he would shoot this, he would win. Yeah. It was pretty much a guaranteed win for him. He was amazing at this. I've never seen anybody as good at this as him. And you know, I swear that they rigged these rims to be really hard to get the ball in. Didn't bother him though. He nailed it every time. So if we ever wanted like an easy stuffed animal or a ball or some sort of prize, he always played that. And then there's one actually over here, I don't know if it's still there, where it actually had like a further away shot, like a 3-point shot, which is way even harder than that. He nailed it every time. And you get giant stuffed animal from it, so it's pretty cool. My dad definitely knew how to play basketball. Oh yeah! On the old-fashioned, old-timey cars. Woohoo! Now, this ride is one of the, I don't know if it was an original ride, but it's been around the park for a long time. But it was actually in another location. Over by, oh, nice driving there, Tex. Good job. How do you wreck a car that's on a track?
It's hard.
But this ride actually used to be where the, I don't know what it's called now, the Italian Job ride. Over there, you don't know where I'm pointing, but basically they tore it down and they put a new roller coaster there. And then eventually they decided, actually that was kind of a cool ride, we're going to bring it back. So then they rebuilt a new one over here and it's like a cool ride. Now, I'm going to tell you, let's get real now. This ride is better than the Tomorrowland Speedway at Disney. I mean, it's better. For a couple of reasons. One, look at that scenery. I mean, it's got stuff to look at. There's like little houses you drive by. Two, the old-timey car is just much cooler than the busted cars that they use at Tomorrowland Speedway. And three, you don't have to break your leg off pushing the gas pedal down the whole entire time you're driving. Why does Tomorrowland Speedway so hard to push the gas pedal down?
I have to use like my whole body weight.
Like my leg literally feels like it's gonna die. Anyway, this is cool. This is a cool little, I like it. Check out the little bridge we just went. We're really moving now. We are motoring. Hey, that's where you wrecked. Well, we tried to ride the most iconic ride at this park, which is called The Beast. Longest wooden roller coaster in the world. I don't know if it still is, but it was at one point. And I think fastest wooden roller coaster. And it has 2 hills. But unfortunately, it was closed. Apparently, a car was stuck on the hill. So we're going to pass on that. We'll come back. Maybe we'll do it another day. Oh, we're walking past my favorite place to get food in the entire park. And that is Potato Works. Oh man, they have the absolute best fresh cut, thick French fries on the planet. They are so good. We're definitely going to get those for dinner. We're coming back to get that. Since the Beast is closed, I think we're going to give Mystic Timbers a try. This is one of the newer rides that they actually have here. It's only been open a few years now. It's pretty fun. Now, Mystic Timbers is supposed to be like a mysterious ride, right? Like it's like a. It's supposed to be
What's
scary. Yeah, what's in the shed? Yeah, I remember when they were building it, they had all these promotional materials, and it was like, look, wait till you see what's in the shed. So there's like this big shed. I think that's actually the shed there. Let me show it. So then you actually, I think that's sort of the end of the ride is the shed, maybe. I don't know, but it's supposed to be kind of like a mysterious roller coaster. Now it is a wooden roller coaster, kind of like the Beast and the Racers. It's been a long time since we rode it, though.
Yeah.
I mean, not a long time, because it's only been around for maybe like 4 or 5 years. So it's maybe been 4 or 5 years since we rode it. I think we rode it right when it first came out, but I don't know. Let's do it again. We're in line for Diamondback now. We got in line for Diamondback, which is actually like a steel coaster. It looks like a steel roller coaster that looks very tall.
Yeah.
Like very, very tall. But we just got off Mystic Timbers. What did you think of Mystic Timbers?
Oh my gosh, I haven't ridden a ride like that in a really long time. It seemed like it was like the fastest roller coaster I've ever ridden. I don't know why. Like the whole time I was like, oh, like I'm normally not shook by like rides, but for some reason I was like, what's happening?
Yeah.
Did it seem crazy fast?
Yeah, it did.
Like,
Yeah.
was it faster this time than last time?
I don't know. I mean, I wish we could have recorded like on the ride, but you're not allowed, so we couldn't really record the actual ride. But I'm sure there's footage online of it.
Yeah.
Maybe we can slice it in. I don't know, but it was fast. I was surprised. The ride itself didn't go upside down. It didn't even. I mean, but it did like turn a lot.
Yeah.
And it did like a lot of like banking, like hard banking, left and right, left and right. And it was super fast, especially for like a wooden roller coaster. It reminded me a little bit of the Beast.
Yeah. I thought the same thing.
I was like, man, this is like the Beast. Like it was super, and it was pretty long. But I will say that the shed at the end. What do you think of the shed?
Well, we can't disclose what's in the shed.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know. It wasn't like, I don't know. It wasn't like super amazing.
Yeah.
But
we'll just leave it at that.
But whatever. I mean,
But
there was stuff in the shed.
The roller coaster
I don't know.
itself was really fun. I still
Roller
like
coaster
it.
was popping.
I feel like it wasn't like that the first time I rode it.
It was cool. So now we will give Diamondback a shot here. But I don't see any over the shoulder restraints. I think it might just be lap bar, and I don't think it goes upside down, but it's really, like when I get over there, I'll do like a quick shot of it, but it's super tall. So it's just a little dodgy, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of reminds me of Mako at SeaWorld.
Oh, yeah.
So hopefully she doesn't get sick on it like she got sick on Mako. All right, so you can see this giant hill. I mean, I'll be honest, like the hill does not look that big in the camera, but it's like super high. And it looks kind of like it goes like straight down. I don't know, we'll let you know when we get off. All right, we are almost on Diamondback. Like we're literally coming right up to this thing. And I'm not gonna lie, this is a little intimidating. I mean, look at that hill. Look at it. It's looking a little sketchy there. But I don't know, I gotta put this away though. We're about to get on. It is, I don't know about you, but it's time to eat. So we stopped at Potato Works because they have phenomenal fries there. But before we get to that, what'd you think of Diamondback?
Oh, it reminds me of, what's the ride at SeaWorld that it reminds me of? Manta?
Mako.
Mako. Yeah, it reminds me of Mako a lot.
Did you get a little sick on this one like you did
did.
Mako?
I did. I got more sick on Mako. This one I got sick just towards the end. On Mako, I was sick right away.
Wampy. Yeah, you didn't used to get sick on rides. I don't know what's going on lately. But it did remind me of Mako. I think, though, Diamondback was better than Mako.
Oh, yes. Yeah, Diamondback was way better.
That took you a really long time. You were like...
For some reason, for a second, I thought you were comparing it to Mystic Timbers. I don't know why.
Okay, we're back now, folks. Yeah. No, I feel like it was better than Mako. I feel like it I don't know if it's actually taller or not, but it felt really up there.
Yeah.
It was as high as I thought. But it was super fast, super smooth. There was a lot of air time, I feel like. It did remind me of Mako a lot, but I feel like for some reason, I feel like this was better.
Yeah.
And more intense than Mako. But Mako was awesome too. So when we were up at the top of that hill, I looked over and there's a new ride called Orion, which actually looks really similar to this ride.
Yeah.
And we've never ridden it, and it was taller.
Yeah.
Like a little bit taller even. So actually, I think that's it in the background. Can you see it over there? See that blue? Yeah, it's like right. I think that's it, isn't it? Anyway, I think that's it. But it's, I don't know about that one. That looks awfully dodgy. So maybe we'll ride that another day. I don't think we're gonna have time tonight. But anyway, we got our Potato Works. This is $7.99. Look at those, babe. Look at those bad boys. Oh man, those look good. And then we got cheese on the side, which this was $3 for this little thing of cheese.
I'm like, it did not used to be that much.
And the cheese looks weird to me. It looks like
Nacho.
white-ish
Queso.
cheese.
Kinda looks like queso.
Yeah, and it's got like little pepper stuff in it. It doesn't look like that busted processed pump cheese, which I like. So I'm a little sad about that, but maybe it'll taste good. I don't know. We've never had it. But I feel like the portion size is a lot smaller. This is $7.99, and you used to get like a cup like this, but like a tall cup, like a big, huge, like it was wider than this and taller than this, of potatoes for like $7 or $8.
Yeah.
And now we just got this thing. I mean, I don't know. Maybe this would be about the same amount, but I feel like it's smaller. And we got 2 of these, luckily, because usually we just got 1 to share, but we were feeling really hungry. So we got 2, and now I'm glad we got 2, because now I don't feel like it's as much. Let's give it a go, because I have not had these in so long, and they look amazing. The fry is exactly what I remember. How's the cheese, though? Is it busted?
It's fine. It's peppery. I don't know that you like it.
Is it really? Is this the only cheese they have? Let's see. I like it.
I didn't like it.
Honestly, the cheese tastes to me like... Now I feel like I'm eating a baked potato. The cheese tastes to me like sour cream and pepper.
It does. That is what it tastes like.
It doesn't
That's
taste like
exactly
cheese at
what
all.
It tastes like.
It tastes like sour cream and pepper. Which I like on baked potatoes, sour cream and pepper.
Yeah.
So if I was eating a baked potato, this would be money, but that's not what I wanted. So.
Yeah.
Oh, and the other good thing they have here,
Ta-da!
malt vinegar. Pour that on these fries. It's gonna be awesome. So I can't wait. All right, y'all. I'm using we're back in Cincinnati, so I'm using my southern draw. Wait, is that southern draw?
No.
Country? I don't know, what is that?
Cincinnati
Y'all?
isn't southern.
Yeah, that's true. What is y'all?
Y'all.
I know. But anyway, y'all, I'll be honest, this cheese is growing on me.
Mine's gone.
I actually really like this cheese. Because it's sour cream and pepper. And it's surprisingly delicious. Like, I'm finding myself using less malt vinegar
Same.
and just like digging into this sour cream pepper that was called cheese. It was called cheese on the menu.
I don't know why it's $3.
But I don't know, it was kind of worth the $3 though, I'll be honest. I think there was a lot more fries in here than we thought.
Yeah.
I'm getting really full. I mean, I'm getting really full. She's got to be getting really full. Check this out. My fries. Her fries. All right, the verdict is in, and Potato Works is still the reigning champion of the best French fries that have ever been made. Hands down.
Oh, I agree.
Like, it's not even close. We're heading over. I think we want to try to get on Orion, which is that giant blue one right there. You can see it going up the hill right now. Hey, it's got a cool little blue light on it. Check it out. It's kind of neat. Man, that thing is big. That is up there. Are you sure you want to go on this?
Yeah, I like to do things I've never done. I might get sick on it. I probably will, but I'm going to ride it anyway.
It says it's a 40-minute wait, so we might be waiting a while on this thing. But it's getting dark. By the time we get on it, if we get on it, it'll definitely be dark. I don't know what this is. We are not alone. Listen. Oh, I bet that's for the Flight of Fear ride. That's like the old Outer Limits type ride. So we got directions. We found out that Orion is back here. Looks like underneath the racer. And I know that building right there is Flight of Fear, which is like an indoor rock and roller coaster type ride. And it's all about like aliens. Man, that thing's big. I don't know about this. Interesting. It's like they made this whole section back here sort of like secret base or some sort of like government testing thing. I don't know. It's kind of cool. Officially in line for Orion. It's getting dark. I think it's definitely going to be dark by the time we ride this. This whole area back here feels like very Area 51, which I'm assuming is kind of what they're going for. Like secret government facility. And this is maybe some sort of like test ride or test vehicle or something. Are you nervous?
No, I don't get nervous at roller coasters. I am a little bit afraid I might get sick, but we'll see.
I feel like since you kind of got a little bit sick on Diamondback.
Yeah, I'm gonna get sick. And
feel-
plus, I just ate.
Yeah, and I feel like this looks like Diamondback, just like maybe bigger. I honestly don't know what. I don't honestly can tell that there's really even a difference between this and Diamondback.
I'm trying not to really look at it because I don't like to know anything about rides I've never ridden before, so I'm not even looking at it.
Now this is actually pretty cool. It's got little posters over there like Skylab and Vortex and Firehawk. Those are all defunct attractions here at Kings Island. So you've got like Vortex 87. I don't know if 87 stands for like the year it was made, like 1987. Skylab was 1986 maybe. Firehawk 2007. There's a few that are still here though, like Flight of Fear 1996, I'm guessing that. But that's kind of cool, little homage to some of the older rides. Pretty neat.
I'm Landon. Cameron.
Joey.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
How long? Is
First
this your
time riding this, yeah.
It's my first time riding
I'm
this.
stoked.
You're gonna
Yeah,
love
I'm
it. You're
pumped.
gonna love it. Awesome.
Is it? How is it compared to Diamondback? We just rode that.
It's like
It's a little bit
Diamondback,
taller.
but way better.
It's kind of like that, but better.
You go way faster the entire time.
And there's some like spins.
You gotta ride in the front.
Yeah. Oh, we do it. Monsieur Wimp Sauce over here. We just got off Orion, and she's like, I need to sit down.
Well, at first, I was like, I didn't get sick on that ride, but I was like still in shock.
She was in shock.
I was definitely in shock because then as we were walking out, I was like, I need to sit down. And I still don't feel that great. Like I felt really dizzy. Now I'm really nauseous.
So let's talk about the
Yeah.
ride.
It was insane.
Very similar to Diamondback, which we rode right before that. And this is the ride that we saw from Diamondback, and we're like, oh, it looks taller. But then we got up there, and the ride car is exactly the same as Diamondback. The car is exactly the same, except instead of it being like 2x2, it's like it was 4x4x4. But it was the same exact like structure, the lap bar, seat belt, everything was exactly the same. So I was like, I don't know if this is gonna be better. Let's just talk about this thing. The hill was insane. It was so tall. I don't think I've ever been on a roller coaster that
No.
tall in my entire life. And it was so fast. Oh my gosh. Okay, just to give you perspective.
I felt like I was on the outside of a jet.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
Literally, when we were at the end
Insane.
of the ride, I was like, now I know what Tom Cruise felt like when he was hanging onto the outside of that jet for Mission Impossible.
I've never been on anything that fast.
It was so fast that I couldn't even hear anything. Now, I have been on Top Thrill Dragster. Top Thrill Dragster is Cedar Point, which goes like 100. It goes super fast.
Yeah,
But it's like a
I've
3-second long ride. This is like an actual roller coaster that hills and all kind of stuff, and it lasts a long time. Let's just give you perspective on how fast this ride is. Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure, 50 miles an hour. Okay? Space Mountain, 38, I think. 38 miles an hour or 37, somewhere around there. Velocicoaster, 70 miles an hour. Like, Velocicoaster is the best, hands down best roller coaster between Disney and Universal, like straight up hardcore roller coaster. Orion, 91 miles an hour.
And you feel it. Like, it's crazy.
I mean, I didn't know it went it was moving. It was so fast that I couldn't even hear anything because the wind was rushing by my head so
Literally.
fast. I looked over at you at one point and you were like your hair, and you were like,
I tried to talk right after and I couldn't because my mouth was so dry, my lips were sticking to my teeth. I was like,
insane. That ride was crazy. I gotta tell you, I continue to be impressed with Kings Island. I think it is one of the best roller coaster parks in the world,
oh, for sure.
if not the best. I mean, I have been to so many different
Yeah.
roller coaster parks. I just think this place has so many coasters. We barely even scratched the surface. We've only hit a couple of roller coasters, and they're all insane. In fact, it's been so long since we've actually been to like a roller coaster park. Like, we're so used to going to like Disney, Universal, SeaWorld.
Yeah.
Like, it's been so long since we went to like a real like roller coaster park that I had forgotten how insane the roller coasters are. And they are crazy here. I mean, they are so good. There are so many awesome roller coasters. Interestingly, this store right here is called the Emporium, which is the name of the store on Main Street in Disney. And then there was another store a little bit further down there that I noticed was called the Confectionery, which is another store on Main Street in Disney. So that was interesting. The funnel cake. Oh, look at this thing. Oh my goodness, it looks so good. I mean, we loaded it up. They had all sorts of options. They had like chocolate funnel cakes. They had funnel cake sundae and powdered sugar, strawberries, apples. So we got the funnel cake as it comes, normal funnel cake with tons of powdered sugar. She said, is that enough powdered sugar? I said, we're gonna need to go harder on that powdered sugar. So we went harder on the powdered sugar. Then we got strawberries on top of it, on half. Then we got apples on half of it. Then we got whipped cream to boot.
We tried to get ice cream, but they didn't have it.
Yeah, they didn't have ice cream, but they had all kind of other stuff, like toppings, Oreos, and things like that. So, I don't know, this is gonna send me into a sugar coma, but we're gonna give it a try. And it was $13, which I don't think is that bad for this giant funnel cake. We're gonna put it head to head against some of the Disney funnel cakes that we've had, which have been, I'm gonna be honest, a bit disappointing. Give it a rip. I haven't even. Is it good? It looks so good. I'm gonna go with the classic strawberry and whipped cream, strawberries and cream and the powdered sugar. I don't think, look at this. This isn't gonna fit in my mouth. What am I doing here? Let's find out.
Oh my gosh. I didn't go that hard on it. That's the most giant bite ever.
I went hard. Mmm. Mmm.
Yeah, it's good. And it's still warm.
Mmm. This is the best funnel cake I've ever had.
Yeah, it's
This is the best funnel cake I've ever had. It's huge too. Like, it's twice the size of what you get in Disney. Like, it's thicker, it's larger around. They spared no expense on the toppings at all. Like, no expense. Like, there is so much powdered sugar on here. By the way, I like the fact that the funnel cake is still very warm.
Yeah.
And like, just crispy and flaky on the outside, and then like just like chewy, soft goodness center. And then the toppings on top are cold.
Yeah.
Like the strawberries are nice, like ice cold, crisp. Now I want to try the apple. I've actually never had apple on a funnel cake before. Have you? Never had it. Let's try the apple. Oh yeah. Mmm.
Really good. And I don't normally like funnel cakes with toppings that much. I prefer mine just with powdered sugar, but this is very, very good.
Very good. And the apple is warm.
Yeah.
So it's almost like tastes like apple strudel or something.
Yeah.
And the apple stuff is good, and the apples are like crisp. I don't know what else to say. It's the best funnel cake I've ever had in my life. It's the best funnel cake I've ever had. Have you ever had a better one?
No.
It's so good. I can't decide if I want to eat the apple or the strawberry. They're both so good. Like, I only got so many bites left in me. Unfortunately, this thing, like half of this thing's gonna end up going to waste because I just can't eat any more of it. So I'm having to make like a choice if I want to do like an apple bite or a strawberry bite. It's kind of cool. They have like a little, kind of like a little water light show that actually goes with the music. It's kind of neat. What an awesome time at Kings Island! It's been so long since we've been here. I've forgotten how amazing it is. Look how pretty that is back there, by the way. Like, it's almost as pretty as Main Street, USA, with the castle in the background. Almost. Okay, maybe not, but it's still really pretty. Look how pretty that is, though. That's actually a really good shot. I love that. I think it's really cute. I had such a blast. The roller coasters are just off the chain here.
They really are.
They're just off the chain. I can't say enough good things about it. We're going to come back for another day here and do some other stuff that we missed. But the rides were fantastic. There was a lot of small little rides too, and there's a whole kids section we didn't even get to. The food has been fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, Potato Works is just, I'm telling you, it's amazing. It's a meal unto itself. The funnel cake, best funnel cake I've ever had. And I've had a lot of funnel cakes. But overall, it was a blast. Any last parting words?
No, it's good to be back, and we'll be back again.
Yeah. I can't wait to come
More
back.
rides. I'm Melissa, and I can't ride as many as he can in my old age. I used to be able to.
Getting a little wimpy there.
So we'll come back and we'll ride the other ones that we didn't ride today.
I kind of want to go up there into that like old restaurant that's supposed to be haunted. We'll show that in the next video. There's actually a haunted, this is like one of the most haunted restaurants in America up there. It's not a restaurant anymore, it's a kitchen. There's a whole ghost hunt, there's like ghost hunters, I think, shows and stuff on it. We'll check it out next time. But anyway, thanks for joining us. It's been a blast. We will see you again tomorrow. Don't forget to check out our other content. Subscribe, hit that subscribe button, hit that like, share, comment, all that. You're not going to regret it. Make sure you hit the notifications so you know when our next video drops. Until tomorrow.
My name is Sophia.
My name is Turan.
My name is Trinity. My name is Shaneka.
And the no way is the easy way.